ready for my arrival, worm.
たとえ世界が全てを燃やそうとしても
Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We're here. Somewhere. I'm being held against my will. Please help me. Just joking.
There's bars behind you.
Yeah. But, everyone, we are here in my mom's basement. Just like how it used to be when we started the channel. I started out filming videos in my mom's basement. Now I own the house in which I started filming in that basement. And now we're here at my mom's new house. In the basement, filming more videos. Yes, I realized the full circle of my suffering. But hey, at least I got Kate. At least I have the love of my life. So yeah, this was recommended to us on our Discord. This one. I think I've seen these a long time ago, but Kate has not seen these. So Markiplier does the Distractable podcast with his friends Bob and Wade. Mark, Bob, and Wade. Sorry, had to do it. So
we've watched some of these, I think.
Yeah, we watched Bob's Fridge.
Yeah,
that one, and I had to relive the story of like when they tried to bring the fridge through the garage, or when we tried to take the fridge out through the garage, and they're like, "It'll fit." No, it won't. I measured it. It's like, yeah. Oh boy, and then we watched a few others, but the one where they moved the bed up too high, and there was only like about that much space. And Mark's like, "I'll sleep up there. There's good air up high." Like, good lord! And now here we are with the story of how I snuck out of my house for love, and then the other one was I stole a condom. I hope you didn't steal it from like a Planned Parenthood center or like one of those like health clinics, because people actually go in there with like needles and like poke holes in those, right?
What?
Yeah, people are assholes. Because I remember there was actually like the clinic that was at UVA Wise. Mm-hmm. They had like a health clinic and everything, and they had like jars, like mason jars filled with condoms, mm-hmm. and they actually were they actually threw all of them out one time because they saw that someone had come in there with a needle and poked holes through every single one of them that were in the mason jars. Why? Because people are assholes. People are jerks. There's some people out there who just can't stand but to do that. And look, I'm not going to say that there aren't people out there who are like absolute scumbags and do that just so that they can F around. Like, there's actually one woman, she actually got found guilty of fraud because turns out she poked a hole, like she was caught on camera poking a hole in her boyfriend's condom so that he would get her pregnant, just so that she could later break up with him and then like take a shit ton of his money in child support. Yeah, and the judge found this out and declared that the father got 100% of the custody, mm-hmm. and she got visitation, but like it was monitored visitation. Someone from CPS had to be there. Yeah, exactly. Like, who would do that?
A psycho.
Exactly.
What in the fuck?
I know. And Markiplier is not a psychopath, but he has been called a masochist. And also, from what this shows me, he's also a hopeless romantic. Because I've snuck out of my house before. Plenty of times. Like, I remember... Yeah. See, we do it. See? We're all guilty of it in our own way. I remembered... when I was around 16, I remembered... we actually lived up on Gibson, and we're up on this big hill, mm-hmm. and Mom and Blake's room was like right there, mm-hmm. and my car was like right here, like about 20 yards away, and I knew if I started my car that they would hear it. So I had the genius idea of putting my car in neutral, and then like scooching it back down the driveway down this big ass hill without any lights on. And I made it. I did. Yeah, I made it.
You made it?
Yeah, I went all the way back, and I had to go by like the lamp light or like the street light, and I was like, okay, make it, yes. And I got down to like the bottom of the hill. And I'm like, all right, I'm good. Battery was dead.
Oh no.
Battery was dead. So I send a text to Chad, be like, "Hey, bro, bring jumper cables." And he showed up like 10 minutes later with jumper cables. We boosted my car off, and yeah, Mom like
Mom
they never knew about that one. They caught me one time. And needless to say, they said that we're locking the door, so that way, and they threatened to like change the locks because I had a key to the house and all that. So instead, I snuck out my window.
Mm-hmm.
I like hopped out my window, just like, just hopped right out. And when I was in college, my dad didn't care how late I got back because I was in college and everything. But high school, sneaking out to do that especially when I had a car. The earliest I ever snuck out, I was 14, and I asked Ashley if she could drop me off somewhere, and she refused to because she's my sister. She can be a real jerk sometimes. I was gonna say another word, but I don't think she'd appreciate me calling her.
Probably trying to look out for you. No.
She was worse than I was.
Oh.
As much as Ashley wants to pretend like, oh, I'm a responsible mom, she wasn't responsible. She's one of the most irresponsible human beings I ever knew back in like high school. Because you talk about someone going buck wild. Woo!
That was before the internet was like, we didn't have the kind of phones we have now.
Yeah, we didn't have smartphones. We had like basic ass flip phones that had like an LCD screen that was like about that big.
We didn't have Life 360.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. And
we had those Identikid cards.
Oh my gosh, yes, I do. My God.
That's what we had.
Yes. And I just remembered. I remember whenever I snuck out.
Your thumbprint.
Yes.
On it.
Yes. I remember when I snuck out. It was one of these times I snuck out, and I went to a house party down in Lebanon, and my God, like this place was like it was cool at first, but then some college kids showed up, and things got really bad really fast. As in, all the college kids started forcing like all the younger kids outside and all that. And I remember I was sitting on the couch, just like sitting there, just like buzzing, just like, and guy like tapping my leg, be like, "Hey, I need you to get up, man." I'm like, "No thanks, man. I'm good." I thought he was like need me like go get something, like, and I was just like, I'm just good where I'm at. And he tried to like pull me up, and he didn't realize I was as heavy as I was. And I was just like, it was like, and it took like two of them like trying to stand me up and everything. And I was like, "Oh, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?" And then there's like, "Hey man, it's like, well, like we need y'all to leave." I'm like, "Are the parents home?" Because okay, buzzing. I was a bit drunk. I'll be honest. I'll be fair. But yeah. Needless to say, the college kids were forcing everybody out, like all the younger kids outside, and then eventually someone called the cops. And as soon as someone called the cops, that's when I hightailed it up the road, and I took this side road that went to a friend's house, and then we just basically sat on his back porch and just chilled there for the rest of the night. And that was a fun time. Cops showed up and busted a few people. Busted one of the college kids and actually literally busted them in the head because they were trying to fight. I hate to say it, as much as I don't advocate for police brutality, I do when they're assholes, and those college kids are being assholes. But anyway, Mark has a video here talking about when he snuck out of the house for love. So let's get into it. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's go. Oh,
maybe.
I said let's go.
This person, I forget what their name is, so I'm going to call them...
Smithers.
Yeah, okay, Smithers. Yeah, so Smithers wanted to go out to the midnight premiere of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and invited me, and we were going to make it like a day. And I...
Dumb name, Smithers.
Yeah, so Smithers really wanted me to come along to this, and I really wanted to go. But, I had a very strict bedtime, 10 o'clock, and I'm in bed, and I can't
Military
go
dad and a
so I
Korean mother,
planned
so
it
of course.
perfectly that I was going to sneak out and go to this movie premiere. And I went to bed. I waited to hear my dad and my stepmom go to bed. I slept in my bed with my clothes on because I was ready. And so when the time comes and I hear them close the door and it's quiet for a while, I slowly get out of bed. You know, it's squeaking, but I'm like being real careful about it. And like I'm tiptoeing as carefully as I can. And before I left, just in case they came in my room and were wondering where I was, I left a little note. I'll come back to that note later because it's important, but I'll get it at the end.
Never left
out
a
of
note.
the house, and I don't go out the front door. I go out the back door. It's not like our doors had like beep 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 alarms or anything, but I just thought the front door was not sneaky enough.
Oh, too obvious.
Yeah, too obvious,
Sure,
right?
sure.
So I sneak out the back. We have a sliding door in the back, and it also is like way squeakier and way louder. You know how sliding doors are when they're old and they got dirt in there.
It's like an earthquake.
Yeah, exactly. I sneak out the back and I creep around the side, but I don't go around the side where my parents' bedroom is because they could see me, even though there's no windows that look out the side yard. When I sneak out that way, I went around the other way through the gravel, the very loud, crunchy gravel. So I sneak out the side and I get in the car, and for some reason my dumbass, didn't put it in neutral and like roll it out of the driveway. No, I just turned that baby on in the driveway, and then I flipped the lights for some reason, like just blasting the house with lights. I'm like, oh shit. And I waited a few minutes in the car, like I was
waited to see if that light came on in your parents' room, and they were gonna come down there and be like, "Hey, son."
Sweat.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, son, where are you going?"
Yeah. It's bedtime.
for the comical light in my parents' bedroom to turn on. Hey, what was that?
So sneaky.
Then I roll the car out of the driveway and I drive to the movie theater. And at this point, I had taken so long to get out of the house. So I get to the movie theater and there's no line or nothing. It's like, because everyone's in the theater watching the movie. And so I didn't know where they were. I don't think I had a cell phone at this point, so I couldn't text them and say, hey, I'm here, which theater are you in? So what I did was I poked my head in every single one of the theaters, leaned over and just kind of scanned the crowd for a bit. And like people were like looking at me all shifty, like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? And I'm like, oh, where are you, Smithers? Where are you? And so not that theater, so I go over to the next theater.
What a dumb name.
And I'm catching like snippets of Harry Potter as I go into like the rooms one at a time. And I go into every single movie theater and I could not find Smithers no matter how hard I looked. And at that point, it got so far into the movie that I was just like, man, I'm missing out on the movie. So I just went into a random ass theater and just sat in one of the handicap seats, and I was like, I might as well watch it. I'm here. So I watched the movie. Smithers was nowhere to be seen. So I go back into my car and I'm like scanning around and I wait until everyone leaves the parking lot. I'm like, oh God, they're not here. I'm all alone. I drive back home, snuck it into the driveway. I retrace my steps going back through the gravel path and in through the sliding door, which I had left unlocked. Sneak up to my room and I just look at the note that I wrote, and it was the stupidest note because it said like, Dad, comma, I know you're probably worried about me, but don't be. I snuck out to go see Smithers at the movie theater. I know you probably think less of me for this, but just know that I did it for love.
Oh my gosh.
I think I wrote sincerely.
Sincerely,
I love
Mark.
the vignette of your dad.
Wow.
Like, he hears the car driving away and like peeks out the window stealthily as you're driving away and is like, oh no, he didn't. And then just goes to your room and picks up the letter.
I can literally
and just
see.
start reading it, like,
I could literally see Mark's dad, Old Man Fishbach, literally just see Mark and just being like, all right, I'm gonna follow that little son of a gun.
Yeah.
Just like going down, hopping in his truck, and just like following Mark to the theater, and just be like, where do you think you're going, son? And be like, Dad, I left you a note. You didn't read the note.
oh no, I don't think less of
What
you
note?
at all, son. You go get Smithers.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's my paw. And he just like puts the note back and is like, well, just pretend. It's fine.
Pretend.
Yeah. Also hearing Mark talk about his dad, he lost his dad when he was like first year of college, and him and his dad were like really close because his dad was in the military, and they moved a lot, and then they eventually settled in Ohio, and then when he got let go from the military, turns out his dad was at a military place where they used that insecticide that eventually led to like soldiers getting cancer. And that's eventually what got Mark's dad. And yeah, Mark talked about when he was home from break, and that's when his dad started to get really sick. And it was a hard time for Mark because, you know, his parents, like when his dad got let go from the military, his parents got divorced after that. And Mark also suffers from certain health issues because of like being in that environment too. You know, they found like a mass on one of his like kidneys, and like he had his appendix was the size of a fist.
Oh wow!
And he basically had to have a lot of like medical procedures done, and his dad's medical insurance, you know, VA, you know, veterans insurance doesn't do shit. Once again, which I think is nonsense.
Right.
But Mark basically was like entrenched in debt, and he didn't know what he wanted to do with his life, and that's when he started doing YouTube, and then that's when everything came together for him. And to see where Mark is now, I mean, 37, almost 38 million subs just on here. And the Distractable Podcast, which at one point was the biggest podcast in the world. Unis Honest, which, you know, him and Ethan, you see him in the white suit down there, and Ethan in the black suit. Those, like, that channel had over 4 million subs. And then they, after posting on there for 1 year, they deleted the entire channel.
What?
They posted one video a day for a year. And then after that year was over, they did a live stream where they live streamed like the last 10 hours of it. And then as soon as it ticked over to midnight, Mark's just like, okay, deleting the channel, nah.
Wow.
And the live stream froze, and the channel was gone forever. There are like snippets of it out there, and there are people who like downloaded like the full videos, but the fact that the original channel is gone, and it's probably never going to be like revived or anything like that. They're talking about like doing a part 2, like in a few years maybe, in which if they do, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, hit me up. I'll do dumb stuff. I'll do dumb stuff. I've proven that. Look at my arm. See how bald my arm is?
His legs.
And my legs, too. Yes. Yes. I am Waxman. But anyway. So we have part 2 here. I stole a condom. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yes. So, this is back at my first job. My
Kroger!
first job was
I worked at a Kroger.
Yeah, I worked as a
I worked at a
non-food
Kroger.
stocking clerk, which means I'm in charge of everything that was not food. And so one of my responsibilities, in addition to stocking the non-food shelves, was to take a shopping cart and go around every aisle and pick
Collect
off things
stuff.
that people leave behind.
Oh
so
my
people
God.
will leave, like, random things.
And he was holding the Moby Huge there. Have I shown you the Moby Huge? It's literally a 3-foot tall dildo.
Oh my god.
It's about this big around, and people buy it as a joke.
Oh my.
And the comment section's hilarious though, because it's just like it's like this this question has been answered and may be helpful to you. Will it fit in my butt? The answer: it fit in mine.
Oh my god. Are you kidding? That's not there.
It is.
Oh my
I swear to
God.
God, it was like the #1 question and
Oh
answer
my God.
variant on Amazon. It was hilarious.
It's on Amazon?
Yes.
No way.
Yep, there it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I ain't paying that much for it, even as a joke.
Shit.
I know. Like that. Like.
$600.
Yep.
things in odd places, and I'm supposed to go grab them, put them in a cart, push them to the back so
baby.
they can be resorted later. A few weeks into my first job doing this particular part of my job, I noticed something behind the baby food. I scooted it aside, and I saw a box of condoms. But the problem with this one is it was torn open, right? Someone had ripped open a box, stolen out some condoms. Don't know why, just happens. But the first time
Don't know
I
why.
had ever
Don't
seen
know
something
why.
like that.
Don't know why.
They don't want to pay for it.
Exactly. They don't want to pay for it, so they just go back there where they don't think anyone's watching. It's like, stuff them in their pocket, walk out, and be like, yeah, I couldn't find anything. Can't tell you how many times I've found like empty packets of like razors.
That's like one of the number one things that people steal when you like work at a pharmacy or.
Oh
anything.
yeah, well yeah, we had a pharmacy in our Kroger, and oh my gosh, every time I went back
Well, when I
there,
worked
there
for
was empty
CVS.
boxes. Yeah, you worked for CVS too. Gosh.
And so me, being a 15-year-old. I go, what? Condoms?
15?
Oh my
Come on,
goodness.
Mark.
Like, I was actually like flustered at even the thought of someone seeing me, like even handling this box of condoms, but I put it in the cart and I started pushing the cart around. And I was like, and I didn't have a girlfriend or anything at the time, so it was like there was no urgent need for this. But for some reason in my
Condoms, what are
mind, I went,
those?
maybe if I had some condoms, maybe I might be able to have sex someday. I'd be ready for it at least.
Single
As
and
I'm
ready to
pushing
mingle.
my cart through the aisles, I start slowing down physically, like the cart, because I'm thinking like, okay, it's in like where you scoot out the baby thing and it's like you would sit a toddler in there. So it's at the
Yeah, the
top
little
part
baby
of that,
carrier
and I had
thing.
positioned it very carefully for there, so that as I'm pushing the cart, I could slowly move my hand like off of the grip and down and try to grab a condom out of it, and I'd be like, I'll just pocket one, and then I'll have one,
Oh my
and then
God.
I will have the condom power. I didn't realize.
Bro, you don't even know if it fits you. Like, that's the thing. It's like first time I bought them, I was like, this won't, this doesn't fit. Crap, I just wasted money on condoms. Jesus.
I thought
They
like, the
are
ladies would be
expensive.
like,
How do you
"Whoa,
think
yeah."
I felt? I basically had a box of condoms I couldn't use. I was just like, well, crap. And I had to go and buy, like, otherwise, I was like, okay, a little bit better. Okay, these fit. Okay, we're good. So, yeah, third box
Third
fit.
box was the charm. I
Third
guess.
box fit, yep.
A condom? Oh yes, I want. That looks like the kind
Oh
of
my
guy that has a
God.
condom.
Oh, my
in his
gosh.
mouth.
I didn't
Hey
know
there.
you were a man.
Holy shit.
Because that's Wade. That's Wade with
I
a...
didn't notice the beard.
That's Wade with a wig and a tube
that
top,
one was
and then here
different.
comes Bob. Here comes Bob with the knotted up shirt and the rosy cheeks and the Jufro and the stockings. Jesus, or not stockings. What are those called?
Fishnets.
Fishnets. Thank you. And it's just like, hey there, sailor. How you doing?
Fucking A.
Oh my god.
I didn't know you were a man.
So I
Nice
reached
makeup.
into the box eventually after moving to a snail's place because I knew they had cameras and they watch. I felt like every camera was
Imagine
going
that
to
look. Imagine that look.
look at me as
That's
soon as I
literally
started
how it
making the
feels when
move.
you
So
work
I had to
retail,
move very
though.
Yes, it
slowly.
does.
And I reach in
You're
and
always
I'm like,
looking
I'll
up, and
pull
it's
one.
like you look
And
for
then
the little dome. Look for the little
Yeah,
dome there.
right.
It's just like. And I knew Herman, the manager,
Security
the
guy?
manager
Yeah.
was like watching the cameras. 'Cause that's all he did.
Mm-hmm.
He'd like walk around the store every now and again and be like, "All right, now, so making sure everything's good. Everybody good out here? All right." Then he'd go back in his office.
Ours
And
went to like a corporate office.
oh my gosh!
It was like linked to like our music too. Like you couldn't change the freaking music.
What?
Yeah. In the AC.
We had the option to like add songs to it, but we couldn't like have songs that were like above a certain like they couldn't have any swear words in it.
Like when certain music comes on the radio, I'm like, oh my god, it's like CBS all over again.
Move,
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I want for Christmas is you is
Oh
my
my
bane of my existence. I
gosh.
hate that song. I hate it. Hate it.
I
Hate it. Hate
did
it.
too.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway.
I ran into the first problem, which condoms are in a roll of perforated string. And I
Right.
couldn't
Yeah.
do this one-handed, especially considering it's a small box and I'm trying to like stick my hand in, there's not enough room. So I'm panicking, I'm like sweating. So I bail. I remove my hand from it. I'm like, there's no way I can do this. I can't. It's not here. Amongst
As soon as
the
you get to
green
the back,
beans,
just
no
like-
way. I
just
couldn't.
like-
And I pushed the cart around it, and then eventually I made it back to the place. If you probably have seen it in grocery stores where there's just a random cart with a bunch of bullshit in it by the back door.
See it all the time
That's
at
where I
Walmart.
put it because then they would take it
Oh,
back
there's the
and they would
baby.
store it.
And there goes the
So don't laugh like that ever again.
dang it. Wait.
But then I have like this surge of adrenaline and I'm mad because I like lost my quote unquote chance. If the camera saw me, it would look like I was a cryptid because I was standing there at that shelf of like discount items, just like fuming, like, and then in a flurry of motion, I like reach my hand and rip off one as fast as I can and then shove it in my pocket. And I just stomped away. I stomped and I sat at the makeup counter and I just stood there and I sat there. And I didn't finish the job I was doing. I didn't finish collecting all the shit. I didn't stock any shelf, and I just sat there for like 30 minutes as my
my
heart was
God.
like, I did it.
I went down a rabbit hole in my own mind of imagining ways you'd get out of that. Like he walked up and you were just like, "No, I'm just counting them to see how many were stolen. several are missing." Or like the manager comes up behind you and it's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you're like, "Oh, you put your left hand in and put your left hand out." Like, I was just using this box to play this game.
Yeah.
Doing? Here's a little balloon animal.
Oh my god! Oh no, no!
Oh my God, no. Ugh. Also, I know that line. That's from Scary Movie 2. Here's the little blue animal. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Where
That
Ray
is from
took
there,
on the
isn't
clown
it? Yeah.
when the clown pulled him under the bed, and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing? Stop it!" And then he chases the clown. Oh gosh.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Look, this is a doggy.
Look, it's a snake.
Oh my god!
Oh.
What are you doing? I have recreated how the thief did it. He put his hand in the box and then took the condoms out. We should give this information to the police.
I'm glad you're here. You're just in time.
So that's how I got my first condom. Trust me, they went unused.
They went on. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
That
so,
one was really funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fishnets, man.
Market or bob away cross dressing, that got you really good. Oh god. Okay, so yeah, Mark with I snuck out of the house for love and I stole a condom. It's weird how those two actually, like, if you say those sentences or those titles of these back to back, it's just like, wait, you stole a condom, but he did it for love, and he snuck out of the house because he did it for love. So he snuck out of the house and stole a condom, and he did it for love. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, Mark basically just confessing to his crimes.
Yeah.
Yes, much like how he confessed about when he did parkour and broke his ass during doing parkour. No, literally.
Broke his cock.
Yeah, literally, like right here. Look.
Oh yeah,
the
didn't
day
we,
I broke
we
my
watched
ass.
that?
I think we
did.
Yeah. The day I broke my ass doing
Yes.
parkour. He was like, "Yeah, I tried to do a roll, but I didn't land the roll, and it looked like a meteor just whoosh." Yeah, that's how yeah, like, I can imagine seeing Mark trying to do parkour and seeing him eat shit.
Yeah.
And just like almost die, and I'll just be like, well, I guess that's one famous YouTuber out of the way. I guess I need to go to
Sorry.
Okay. I guess I need to yeah, check that one off the list.
Yeah.
So, all right. The whole deal is, Mark confessing to his crimes. All well and good, Mark. We all do a little petty crime here and there. When we think no one's looking, it's confessing and becoming a better person out of it.
Way to get it off your chest.
Yeah. And what better way to do that than to confess it to your 37.7 million subscribers? Jesus. So yeah, Markiplier, thank you very much for sharing those stories, and thank you for sharing this on the Discord, everyone. And I guess till next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Kate.
Y'all be good people. Take care. Peace.